Hey guys, Kurt from Time Machine transferred. So Mr. Clyde over there, so lucky that my wife makes his food, and I wanted to do a video on it. So will you do like chicken one time and then pork chops another?
So you take whatever meat that you want. At this time, I used a family pack of chicken breasts.
Which costs how much? About?
It was $11.50 from Aldi. So there's about 4 large chicken breasts in there. I did put a spoonful of roasted chicken, better than bouillon. So, I mean, you don't have to do that because they say dogs, you don't have to season their food, but who doesn't like seasoned food? We don't know that they don't like seasoned food, so
Right.
I put a little tiny bit in there. And then I cut up carrots yesterday. I peeled and cut up about,
2 cups, maybe?
yeah, maybe that.
A little bit more?
I'll put those right in there with the chicken in the slow cooker so they can cook all day. And I put a little bit water in the bottom, of course. Once this is done cooking, we'll shred the chicken and I'll add a little bit more water and then add some just plain white rice. And
how much rice you put in there?
Probably 2 cup or I don't measure. I just pour. Mm-hmm. But this will cook a lot. This will be mush if you leave it in there for the same time you do the chicken. So I'm putting the chicken on high for a couple hours. Then I'll add the rice for about an hour with some water. When that's all done, we put it in a big, huge bowl. We can come back to that. And I mix it with a can of pumpkin, whatever pumpkin that you want. This is very good for dogs' digestion. And some veggies. Obviously, you don't want anything with onions. That's why we use the bouillon that's roasted chicken. Make sure there's no onions in it because onions are toxic for dogs. You can put peas. You can put broccoli, which he doesn't like because he's picky, but he will eat peas. He loves carrots.
Don't you do green beans too? Once in a while?
I do have green beans to put in there too. Some butternut squash. And then, like I said, the pumpkin, the stickiness holds it all together with the rice.
Kind of binds it.
Mm-hmm. And that's it.
And then
then I divide it into individual containers. And each container we add, once a day, we give him a big scoop of food with with some dry food.
My wife doesn't want to be on camera. You want to grab those green beans out of there so we can show them?
They're just like frozen green beans.
Right. Any kind?
Well, it doesn't matter. These were from Aldi. I got these yesterday. All 3 of these.
How much? So how long will this food
last? These were
last?
about 89 cents a piece. This pumpkin, it was $1 something. Let's say $2 for this. Rice is $1 for a big bag of it, and we'll only use part of a bag. So we've got 2, 3, 4, 5. That doesn't count. The carrots were $2 for a big bag. We have some to eat and then some for in here.
So we're about $10 right now with the rice and everything, minus the chicken.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So it's $10 safely.
$6.50. Yeah.
With the bouillon.
And with the rice, it's going to be less than $20, and this will last for a month. So
you can feed your dog
good home cooked food
that he loves, and then we also mix his hard dog food, so he gets his minerals and stuff like that. We don't just feed him just
half
that.
And half, right?
Yeah, we just mix it and put in. Of course, he gets put in the microwave because he's spoiled. Right. But I wanted to do a video on this because, I mean, how much was that farmer's market?
Like $150 a month.
That's
and
crazy.
This is about $20 a month to give him fresh food that we know for a fact what's in it, and he loves it. He scarfs it up, and
she'll change one time. So now next time you'll do pork chops.
Sometimes I do pork if it's on sale.
Look at you.
Most of the time
we're talking about you. Yeah,
most of the time I do chicken, or turkey. Or I'll go get like rotisserie chicken.
You leave it, and we'll do a second video on what it looks like after it's cooked. So you leave it in the slow cooker all day when you're at work.
Yep.
Or wherever you go, and then
usually I do it on a weekend because I put the chicken in and the carrots because they're harder. They take longer to cook. I'll put those in for about 4 hours on high, and then they should be almost cooked, and they'll shred them up and then add the rice for about an hour. None of this stuff needs to go in there. because we're not feeding it to him today. So once it's all cooked, then we'll mix everything in a big, huge bowl, and then divide it into individual containers. And then
so you won't throw those 3 items in there
in the slow cooker.
Right?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't even cook these.
All right, you just add them in the bowl.
Yep, in the bowl.
Okay.
The only thing that's cooked needs to be cooked are the carrots, because some dogs like raw carrots, but he won't eat them. He'll only eat them if they're cooked. So we cook them, and then we cook the rice.
So just the 3 items go in the slow cooker.
Yep, these will just stay in the
So the rice goes in. So when you come home and this is cooked,
then we'll add the
rice for about an hour, you said?
Yep. And a little bit more water so it can soak up the rice. Otherwise, it's going to be too hard and globby.
Okay.
So we'll add the rice, a little bit of water. Usually, it's like a cup of rice, 2 cups of water, but there is a little bit of water already in there. We'll shred up the chicken, cook that, and then we'll mix everything in a big bowl, stir it together. If it doesn't stick together enough, I'll put 2 cans of pumpkin instead of 1, because it helps everything to just bind together, and he likes it. So,
and how much of so we do it like half and half for the hard dog food. So how much is the bag of hard dog food we get, do you think?
Oh, well,
that's expensive, I'm sure.
Expensive.
Yeah.
Hard dog food.
But it lasts us a long time, the big bag, right? But
this also stretches that out, because the big, huge, we bought the big, huge bag this time, and it cost $85.
$85, and how long will that last?
It's already lasted just like 2 months.
Oh, okay. So about 3 months? 4 months?
More than that. It's not even half gone.
Oh, wow.
So probably last 6 months.
6 months. Okay. All right. And that's 85.
Yeah.
So you add about 20 for all this stuff. And then about $15 for the hard dog food, right? For 6 months. That's about $5 a month. Or I'm sorry, about $10, $15 a month, right?
Yeah. So
you can feed your dog for about $35 to $40 a month on all this stuff, and that's with the minerals on the hard dog food. If you want to
feed them, if they're used to eating dry food, they're used to eating dry food. We tried doing farmer's dog, and he
doesn't like it anyways, right?
No, he didn't really like it, and it sometimes gave him diarrhea.
Yeah.
So the reason I started doing this is because I was trying to find foods that would straighten out his gut, and they said pumpkin, plain rice, and chicken are good for a dog's gut, so they don't have diarrhea. And so we started with that, but then I started adding in veggies and found things that he likes. He also loves garbanzo beans, and so once in a while I'll add those things into, depending, but this is a basic recipe right here.
Right on. So this will be part 1 of 2 videos. The second one's going to be short, because we're just going to show you what it looks like when it's all thrown together. Please like and subscribe to the channel.